Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. So today I want to go over the few things that I have been selling to make Gil as of waiting for patch 7.41 when we're going to be getting the new relic weapon and of course the new planet for cosmic exploration. Now before we continue with this video, if you guys want early access to my Gil making guides, consider becoming a YouTube member or Patreon supporter for just $1 a month. Plus you also get to help me continue doing what I do best. Now disclaimer, as always, make sure you guys do your research before selling anything on this list. This way you guys don't waste time selling something that just doesn't want to move. Now this list compiles of crafting stuff and of course battle jobs. Unfortunately nothing from gatherers. So the first thing on this list is going to be the grade 4 gemdraughts of strength. Now you guys can try dexterity, mind, and intelligence, but I went with strength because it's more universal. Alright, tip number one, never try to sell normal quality. Okay, most of the time people don't want them normal quality, so if you do make them because of maybe lag or if you guys messed up on your rotation, just vendor them or use them yourself. You can vendor them for 95 gils, so there's that. So always try to sell them high quality. How much is up to you, but I like to sell them in quantities of 30 or maybe 60. So the ones that you see here are 30-30, those are mostly from me. But some people buy them at 99 if they are really doing some heavy prog on the last tier of the Arcadian. So strength is my go-to when it comes to the potions. Always has, always will. Next is going to be the tomestone mats for, of course, you battle jobs. If you are stocked up on mathematic tomestones, you guys can start getting these here. So first off, we start off with the pigment. They have dropped off, at least on my server, since the Savage tier came around, or at least the patch. Don't do this like sell just 5 each. Like this is clearly someone who has no idea what they're doing, or most likely a bot just trying to see only their stuff gets bought out. So try to combine them into like quantities of 20, 30, 40, or 50. So the pigment is going for, let's say, 5,000 gil a piece. See here, people are buying them in 20s, 10s. Okay, not 5, 5, 5 each. That's just stupid. So they've been selling pretty nicely all day. Mastodon pelt. So no one's doing the same thing like the pigment, but they're going for almost 5,800, except this person who undercut it horribly and shoved an idiot in there. It's just like try to stick to the, like I said, 50s, 30s, 40s amounts. Because people are buying them that way, or 99 if you really want to do that way. But these have been selling all day, which is nice. Next is the Everkeep resin, and they're kind of all in the same spot, what it looks like, which is not bad, as you can see here. And then you got the varnish, which is a little bit less. This one's not as selling as much, so you probably can skip the varnish altogether. And then you got the Duracoat, which is again selling nicely. So that is going to pertain to the mathematic tomestones. Next, we're going to go into the Mason abrasives. Now for this one, if you don't want to focus on doing purple scripts, I recommend the Yakui. You get 3 per day if you want to do it casually. And this person's doing the same thing that I said not to do. This one's mine, which I have to undercut, as you can see. So these are kind of off and on, but again, if you want to just, do your Yakui, get your Mason abrasives, put them on the marker board, and just leave it there. You do this every single day, especially if you're trying to level it up. It's a good thing to use them on. I believe those are automatically in there. You don't have to level up to get those. So that's there. So before we get into the material, let's go over the Turali bicolor gemstone vouchers. Yes, I actually started doing this again because I just sometimes want to just murder things during fates. I have to undercut this one because this one's mine. But they're going for 136,000, which is not bad. I usually try to do at least 400 bicolor gemstones. I do them in the Heritage Found and Living Memory, since those don't have to sink down. You basically use your full kit plus your full gear that you're currently using. Make sure that when you're actually selling these, don't accidentally forget a couple numbers like this person did. So these ones are selling quite nicely, but it's again one of those things where you have to really be patient with the people. Some people might want them, some people will, but I usually try to sell them like 3 or 4 at one time. If you're lucky enough to get a bunch of Forlorn Maidens to pop up, then you guys can really double down. Or if you're lucky enough to get the bonuses plus the Forlorn Maidens, or even the Forlorn, which is a bigger buff. I usually like to do this with my samurai, or if I'm really wanting to do a lot of damage, I can do it with my black mage, especially when foul is constantly being refreshed every single time because of the fire and ice phases, so which is pretty nice. And for those of you who do not know what these are for, this is for the squirrel mount that you guys can get. It takes like, I forgot how many you need. I think it was like 1,000 or something of these vouchers to get the thing. So it's really, really expensive. If you want to get the mount, buy the mount straight up because it'll cost you more going to the voucher system. Alright, so next is going to be materia. Now, I would recommend the grade 12 and 11 direct hit, or the grade 12 determination and critical hit. The grade 11 for determination and crit are pretty low on my server at least, but the direct hit is more expensive. Let's go with the direct hit 12 first. So this is going for 7,000, almost 7,500. Yes, they kind of dipped in price, but they are still worth using your crystals on when you're doing the hunt trains, so on and so forth, or your S ranks as well. And as you can see, people are still buying them. And again, make sure that you don't forget a number, because this person lost out a lot of gil. So that is going to be grade 12 direct hit. Grade 11s, we're going for almost the same amount. And again, they are selling quite nicely. So whenever I do my hunt trains in the morning and afternoon and nighttime, I usually spend them on direct hits. So the determination 12 is going for almost 10,000 gil. Selling all day, which is nice. And the critical hit 12, not as much, but it is still up there. So yeah, there you go. Direct hit, determination, and critical hit 12, 11 on the direct hit. So if I go into and look at the other ones, just to show you guys how much cheaper there are. So this is crit 11, 2,000. Like I said, not worth it. This is determination 11s, also extremely cheap. I don't know what this person was doing, but this person definitely is undercutting way too low. So if I bought this out, I can effectively actually make money back. So I'm just going to buy it off. So as you can see, those ones are not worth it. Okay, now let's go over to my retainers here. So this one here is the vouchers, I believe. Yep, here is the materia. I did try to do the Courtly Lovers set. The only thing I sold was defending gear, and holy balls, people just undercutted everything by half. It really pissed me off, so I just quit it and started doing the tomestone materials. But yeah, this is all of the gemstone vouchers, as you can see here, the materia that I have sold. This was back in the 10th. So that made 2.3 million gil. This one here is the mason abrasives, which I sold 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. When I did the Omega video, I actually sold the other two escapes that I got for the orchestrion rolls, so I ended up getting 500 a piece besides tax off of those two, in case you guys wanted to know how that went. So this retainer made 305,000 from the abrasives. 1.6 mil on this one was from the tomestone materials, and that was on the 7th or the 15th and beyond. Now I just kind of use my mathematics to get the extract for the potions when I'm running low. 1.9 million, this was from the drafts. Okay, I tried the food, but the food unfortunately was way low, so I decided to put all my time into making the potions since they were worth more. So this was from the 15th all the way up to current, which is 19th, which is Sunday. I have been experiencing some packet loss with my internet, and Sunday was the only day that it wasn't being affected. Everything else from Monday to Saturday has been affected up to a certain time, which is like around 4 to 5 p.m. on my time. So yeah, I'm definitely having a technician coming out this Tuesday to figure out the issue. So that's why the videos haven't been coming out lately, because of that. So altogether, that's 1.9. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 million gil within the week that I've been doing all this, which is not bad. I've been trying to get my gil cap again so I can go on my next shopping spree. So I figured the best way to do that is by making gil videos. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content. And I will see you guys in the next one. hopefully 7.41 will be sometime on the 27th of January. Fingers crossed. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And an extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging